size, catches thieves just like flies. Hey there, you know the Spider-Man. Oh, Spider-Man. All right, guys. Okay, today we're actually joined by Darren to help us out with our introduction with Chapter 3, a superhero character study, what makes a superhero. In this unit, we're going to look at what superhero powers are, the different superpowers, and the different types of superheroes. And
there are different types?
Oh, many different types. So, this is Chapter 3, Part 1, and Darren's going to help us.
All right, so superhero character study. What makes a hero? As we discussed before, a superhero is a person who does heroic deeds and has the ability to do them in a way that a normal person couldn't. So in order to be a superhero, you need a power that is more exceptional than any power a normal human being could possess. And you need to use that power to accomplish good deeds.
Okay.
So what are these powers? How do superheroes get them? In this chapter, we will answer these two questions.
All right, let's start with types of superpowers. Our first power-up is accidental or nuclear superpowers.
Some characters have accidental or nuclear powers, which means that they've come in contact with some kind of substance that gives them superhuman powers. This was especially popular during the 1940s in the golden age of comics when nuclear technology was on the rise.
Okay, so take a look at some of the characters with these powers. Characters like Daredevil, Spider-Man, the Hulk, the Flash, and many, many, many more. The Hulk, probably the most famous of all, or Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's pretty famous.
Look at Spider-Man. There were radioactive spiders. Radioactivity comes from nuclear, right? And the radioactive spider went and bit Peter Parker, and Peter Parker transformed into Spider-Man.
And with the Hulk, Bruce Banner, he does some studies. He wants to try to increase, use radiation. What was the
gamma radiation.
Gamma radiation to create what accidentally became the Hulk.
Right, and Daredevil, it was a vat of toxic chemicals that got into his body and caused him to become Daredevil. And with Flash, it was also an experiment using a type of power radiation that created the Flash. Okay, cosmic powers. So next, cosmic powers.
Some characters have alien powers. Here, objects or abilities have been given to your hero from other worlds. These stories and powers tend to be expansive and intergalactic, giving your hero the ability to fly between worlds, or do things that break all the rules of being a human. Sometimes these heroes will even look like aliens or be transformed in some way.
Okay, some real good examples. Superman and the Silver Surfer.
Well, Superman is an alien. He's from another planet.
Well, yeah, that's cosmic powers because he is from another planet. His powers come on this planet from the cosmic rays from the sun. Right? So
on his planet, he doesn't have those superpowers.
Yeah, he'd be a regular guy. They have a different kind of sun there. The Silver Surfer, who is a herald for Galactus, he comes from another planet. He travels between worlds on his surfboard. So these are our cosmic superheroes or cosmic superpowers. Okay, mutant abilities.
So some superhero characters have superpowers that arose from other natural circumstances which resulted in powers that are beyond those of regular humans. Genetic manipulation, evolution, and other factors might play into these kinds of powers. These powers may seem like magic, but mutant abilities are different.
Okay, mutant abilities, the X-Men and Aquaman are good examples, but really understanding what is a mutant ability. It's an evolution in people. you've heard of how humans evolved from apes. It's kind of like that. The mutants are evolving from humans to have these different powers. And they vary greatly. Like Wolverine, one of the X-Men, he has a heightened sense of smell. He has this healing factor. That's his genetic mutation. Whereas someone like Jean Grey, her mutation is telepathy, the ability to move things with her mind, right?
Yeah. All right.
The other thing to point out, this is a biological-based superpower. It's natural.
Like the next step in human evolution.
Yeah, you watch any of the X-Men movies, that's what they're about.
All right. Now we have
the chosen one.
given powers by an ancient and wise being or an alien race where the previous wielder hands it down. They were probably granted these powers because they were deemed worthy to handle them, or maybe as part of a prophecy. Note that the transfer of power isn't always positive, as they may now be blessed thanks to a curse.
Okay, this is
good example here.
the chosen one, yeah, Captain Marvel or the Green Lantern. If you know the Green Lantern, the ring came to him from the Green Lantern Corps, and he became the Green Lantern of Earth. Captain Marvel, the original Captain Marvel, actually got their superpower from the Kree, an alien race that chose,
in the movies.
yeah, that chose her. Yeah, the movies does not have the original Captain Marvel. The original Captain Marvel was a man. Okay, now they say a bless or a curse. A curse is bad. What we have here is characters like Ghost Rider and Spawn, who were chosen by the devil to do the devil's bidding, but because they were good people, they took their curse and used it for good, thus becoming superheroes instead of super villains. Right? One that's not in our list here, Shazam. If you watch Shazam, Billy was chosen by the 7 magicians, right? He was chosen and given the power of Shazam. Okay, spiritual or magical superheroes.
So some superheroes gain their powers from gods or some other supernatural force or item. Spiritual or magical superpowers are usually given to a hero as a gift from the gods, a magical item, or in some cases they are learned from another source like a teacher.
Okay, a very good example we'll start with is Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange, he got his powers by studying under the Ancient One, and the Ancient One, when she died, passed on even more power to him. Also his magic cloak. He has the Eye of Agamotto, and that amulet, also known as the Time Stone.
Yeah, and other devices that those magical guys use.
So he's a good example. Now, Thor is another one that's more mythical. He's the North god of thunder, right? And he's got his magic hammer. So he has magical...
super strength just from being a god.
Well, he has the super strength from being a god too, but his magical hammer or axe, whichever one you want to look at, Stormbreaker or Mjolnir. And Wonder Woman was an Amazon, or is an Amazon, but she also has the lasso of truth. She has her magic bracelets that she uses to deflect bullets. She has
jet.
She has her magical tiara, which she can use very much like a boomerang, right? I don't get the invisible jet because she can't fly. Why does she need a jet? Okay, moving on. Augmentation.
Be it biological, genetic, physical, chemical, or cybernetic, they achieve powers by implementing external enhancements of some kind, whether it was of their own volition or done against their will. Perhaps they participated in an experiment taking a super serum or to become a super soldier. Maybe they suffered a near fatal accident or were made to undergo an emergency transformation or to be used as a human weapon.
Okay, here's some that you're familiar with. Captain America, he was given the soldier serum, and if you've seen the movie, it follows the comic. He goes in, small, weak man. He comes out, Chris Evans, you know, and you know that is a biological augmentation. You also get robotic augmentations. RoboCop, even though RoboCop didn't start in comic books, Cyborg did, and what they had accidents where their bodies were so badly damaged that robotic parts were added so that they can still live. One that's not on here, which is another good example, is She-Hulk. Now, She-Hulk, unlike the Hulk, didn't get her power from radiation, but when she got, I think she was shot, she's the cousin of Bruce Banner, and Bruce Banner was the only one that could do a blood transfusion, right?
Okay.
And it was through that blood transfusion to save her life that she got the powers of the Hulk and became the She-Hulk. All right? Now, our last type of superhero just has no powers at all, really.
No powers. In some comic books, the heroes might not have any superpowers at all. Iron Man, Hawkeye, and Batman are characters with no actual superpowers, other than their smarts and sweet gear. Yeah, I can't. While these characters are often independently wealthy enough to pay for all the sweet armor and gadgets they use, it adds a unique humanity to the characters.
All right. Yeah, a lot of times superheroes that have no superpowers, we relate with a lot easier. This is why Batman is so popular. I mean, he has no superheroes, super abilities, no super strength.
Would Black Widow fall into this character?
Black Widow would fall into this as well. Hawkeye, I mean, Hawkeye's just really good with a bow and arrow.
But, I mean, he does have extraordinary sight and senses. It's almost a mutation.
Actually,
Really
he's got good eyesight for a human being. He does not have any kind of enhanced eyesight or anything.
Yeah, not quite a mutation.
But these types of superheroes are also well trained, right? Hawkeye, but he didn't just wake up Hawkeye. I mean, he trained for years how to shoot a bow and arrow. Black Widow trained for years to be able to fight. So did Batman, have their ability to do what they do. Batman's got a special, what do you call it? Yeah. Advantage. Batman has a special advantage in this case where he has billions of dollars. So
yeah, along with Iron Man, that goes with Iron Man too.
So. All right. Anyways, these are the different types of superpowers that superheroes can have. There's no extra multimedia today, but there is a questionnaire for you to fill out on part 1 of chapter 3. So get to that, and we'll see you next time.
All righty.
All right.